Hello everyone, welcome to a tutorial quickie on the DOD, which is the domain of definition. As After Effects users, we don't have to deal with this, but for Fusion users, this is a pretty big deal. It can either slow down your comp to a complete crawl or not even make it render, or it can speed up your comp and make it work extremely fast. So let me show you what it's all about in this real tutorial quickie. Okay, here we are in Fusion, and I'm going to quickly show you what DOD actually is. So by default, it's turned off. In the old version, there used to be a little button like down in the corner that you could turn on and off. But unfortunately, with the new Fusion 16, they've completely removed it, and now you have to go find it. So if you right-click, go down to Region, and turn on Show DOD. Booyah! You see this little dotted line around your objects? That's your region of interest, basically. So as you can see with this this girl here, my daughter here, even if I cut her out, it still remains that big. Okay, but if I take this image, all right, which is much bigger than 1920 by 1080, which is what this comp is set at, and I plug that in as a background, and now I look through it, you can see that that region of interest has now expanded. All right, so because I did this technique, it hasn't cut it off. Even if I come in and make it as the actual background itself, it's now changed the size of my comp, which is the big rule of thumb. That's why I do this technique, so it keeps my comp the proper size. So now my comp is the size of whatever the background is, hence why I do it this way. But because I do it this way, and I put something bigger that is on the background, or any layer for that matter, it's now giving me a bounding box. So something small like this, it's not that big of a deal, but as comps get bigger and bigger and bigger, so does this bounding box, because they compound upon each other. So if you get another object that's even bigger, it's just going to expand and add on to that bounding box. So your best practices is right after your merge node, you type in crop. And now your bounding box is back to normal. Okay, so you can still put a transform in here and make it bigger, do whatever you want. And as you can see, that bounding box does not go any bigger than my background. So there you have it, something you need to consider when doing comps, something you never had to consider in After Effects, but it's definitely something to think about when using Fusion. See you next time.